And even Kroenke spent loads of money, bro. When you look at Arsenal, they spent bread. If they don't win a trophy this season, they can't say it's because of lack of investment.
I want to hear your opinion on something, right? Because this, for me, is where our fan base goes wrong. So, do you think our team or Tottenham's team is good enough to beat Wolves and Sheffield United?
Well, of course.
Right. But when we lose, our fan base doesn't blame anything on Conte. They blame it on Levy. Yeah. When we win a game, it becomes a Conte masterclass.
It's always the same. This is why I don't like football fans, bro. It's the same with us. Glazers out. And then we won the trophy. And then no one's talking about the Glazers, bro. Like, this is the thing. When we win, no one talks about the Glazers. When we lose, it's the Glazers' fault. How about when we win, give the manager credit, and when we lose, then you have to look at the manager and look at the players. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, you know what I mean? You can only play the cards that you're dealt, blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I play blackjack and I lose a game of blackjack, I'm not going to say, oh, I lost, because I didn't have a joker, blood. Like, nah, bruv, you lost because you lost, innit? You play the fucking cards that you're dealt, bruv. You can't complain about the cards that you didn't get. Like, everyone gets a set amount of cards, bro. If you pick up, you might pick up something good. If you don't pick up, then, bro, that's the way the cookie crumbled, bruv. You know, like that. Like, all these Man United fans want to complain all the time, bro. Every single manager, apart from Oli, has won a trophy under the Glazers. They're shit owners, bro. They're shit owners. But so are FSG, bro.
So is Levy. I mean?
So is Levy, but Levy ain't won nothing. FSG are shit owners. They still won trophies at Liverpool, bro, because they had a good manager. Do you know what I'm saying? And they had good recruitment. Man United, we've won trophies. With every single manager's won trophies, apart from Oli, because Oli was shit. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things where, cool. Yeah, Kroenke's a shit manager. And even Kroenke spent loads of money, bro. When you look at Arsenal, they spent bread. If they don't win a trophy this season, they can't say it's because of lack of investment. They can't say that. They were going to spend 80 million on that Android that's at Chelsea, bro. Like, so what? So, bro, if they don't win the league, they can't say it's because Kroenke didn't back the manager. Arsenal spent money. And this is the problem with football fans, Like, it's always someone else's fault, bro. And the person whose fault it is always the person they like the least.
They're always looking for someone else to blame. It's never themselves.
But it's always a scapegoat thing. And this is why I don't really like the fact that now fans are trying to scapegoat other players at Man United, because it's like, I've been telling man who the problems were in our dressing room. Man didn't want to listen, and now all of a sudden we lose one game, and now all of a sudden, like you want to scapegoat everyone, bro. Fuck off, man. It's mad. It don't make no sense to me. Like, I'm actually I'm tired of it, bro. It's like, if you're gonna criticize the owners, when we lose, criticize them when we win as well.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna criticize the manager, if you want to praise the managers when we win, criticize them when we lose, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the same goes with the players. Just criticizing them doesn't mean you hate them, doesn't mean you want them at the club, but hold them accountable.
This is what I'm saying. Someone has to be taken accountable. Like, since January the 1st, we've lost to Aston Villa, Wolves, Sheffield United, AC Milan, Man City, Arsenal, and did I say Wolves?
No, you
didn't. We've lost, like, this season in the Premier League, Rants, we've conceded more goals than West Ham. West Ham at 18th or 17th. We might have scored a lot more goals. And I know I just said it doesn't matter if you outscore your opponent, but there becomes a line where we've literally conceded more goals than a team that's fighting for their lives. So, like, we've conceded, I'm pretty sure we've conceded more goals than Everton as well. But yet we're giving these defenders new contracts.
Again,
we're giving Derek Dyer a new contract.
Yeah. So, like, that's crazy, though, because if Levy is sanctioning the new contracts for these guys and the manager don't want them to have it, that's a conversation.
Yeah, well, like Daniel Levy in the summer and January wanted to bid for James Maddison. Right? There's hundreds of fucking reports on this. But Conte didn't want him because Conte's system doesn't play a cam.
Well, there you go. So if Conte don't want him, bro, that's why you have to take the power away
James Maddison
from a manager like Conte. Like Tottenham, if they want to do the whole buying players for the club, like Jed Spence and all these other things, don't hire a manager like Conte. Don't hire a manager like Mourinho that needs very specific kinds of players to play in their system. You hire a manager that isn't so pragmatic and a manager that can kind of integrate and work with the players they have. Do you know what I mean? Like Conte and Jose are too set in their ways to buy for the long-term future of the club, yeah, and think you're going to make them happy at the same time. They want guys that are ready made to do it now. And even then, there's no guarantee of success.
Yeah. It's like when you look at our season, right? We've lost more games than anyone in the top 10. We've joined with Fulham and Newcastle. With Chelsea, sorry. We've lost 9 games out of 26. That's more than a third of our games have been a defeat. We've conceded 36 goals, which is more than Liverpool. We've conceded more goals than Fulham.
Brother, and you're still in the top 4. That's what I'm telling you. That, like, bro,
This
football's
is
mad.
Harry Kane, though. It's Harry Kane. That is it.
But bruv, the fact that you're in the top 4 and you've got all those bad stats here, and to think that Man United, we're getting heat, you know, we've got.
This is what I'm saying.
We're third. We're in for 2 more trophies, and we are the ones that are supposedly in a crisis.
I've actually thought about it as well. When you look at it on paper, okay, yeah, losing to Sheffield United stunk, but we're not actually having a terrible, terrible season. It's only because that lot are sitting top of the table. Like, when you actually really deep it, if Arsenal were 5th and Tottenham were 4th, would our fan base be in a meltdown?
No,
they wouldn't.
No, it's because you're looking at Arsenal. You're right.
Yeah, and I come out and I said this on I can't remember if it was Instagram or TikTok, and I got rinsed for it. And I said, people are going to disagree with this, but Arteta is a better coach than Conte. And I'll tell you why that is. Arsenal have signed 3 players: Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, and Saliba. Saliba was already at the club, and he was out on loan. Gabriel Jesus has been injured
Trossard as well, isn't it? After,
yeah, okay. Let's say since Trossard. Let's say before January, right? They signed. Jesus was injured from what? Got the World Cup, so he played the first half of the season. How do signing 3 players they go from 5th to 1st? We've signed 6 players, including Bissouma, including Richarlison, including Perisic. How do we stay where we are when our squad has actually improved? Arsenal have signed 3 players or 4 players, and they're that above. It comes down to coaching. That's what it comes down to. Look at Granit Xhaka. He's gone from being a scrub to one of their best players. Saka's having a season of his life. Look at Bissouma at Spurs. Look at
but football does that, bro. Look at Liverpool. This time last year they were challenging for a quadruple, and now they're fighting for 4th place.
Yeah, I know, but Liverpool have lost the likes of Mane. They've had a few injuries. Their midfield, they haven't.
Yeah, but everyone's had injuries, B. You know them ones.
Yeah, but it comes down to a point where you
got. I don't think so. I think everyone's had injuries. They spent 100 million on noodles, yeah, and they spent 40-something million on Gakpo as well, yeah. Bro,
so you don't think you don't think coaching?
Bro, one Mane ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, cool, Mane's gone, yeah. Everyone's had injuries. Everyone talks about injuries. It's funny, yeah. As a Man United fan, I sit down, yeah, and I listen to people talk about injuries. Chelsea had a bag of injuries, yeah. Bro, Man United all season ain't never had a fully fit team, bro. All season we haven't. And then on top of that, yeah, Martinez went and fucking won the World Cup and decided to go on a bender for God knows how long, yeah.
Same as Romero.
Exactly. And then Varane as well. Bro, like, we had the man on the bench and had Luke Shaw playing centre-back and we were still winning games, bruv. You know, like that. So
your coach is still.
I hear that, coach. But what I'm saying is, yeah, we had an instance as well where fucking Casemiro, supposed to be our most important player, we lost him, fucking red card and all of that. Still won games. We weren't complaining, bro. Do you know what I mean? Sancho went on a mental health break, came back, still winning games. You know, like that, bro. Martial's been out most of the season, still winning games. Bro, I think Eriksen's out. Eriksen's out for the season. All of these other things.
He's done all right.
Exactly, bro. At the start of the season, Eriksen was supposed to be one of our most important players and that. All of a sudden, he's out for the season. No one's talking about it. Still winning games. You know, like that. Then we lose one game. It's the end of the fucking world, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about no injuries. We ain't had a fully fit squad for the whole season.